Hi, this is Anis from Never Stop Trucking and Usora Express. As you already know, I do have an authority. It's about 4 years old, and I also had an authority with someone else that was started about 10 years ago. But now, the one that I have right now, Emro and myself, we are working on it together on getting new owner operators and hopefully making this a business that will be better to everyone out there in trucking. So if you're an owner operator, you're looking for someone to treat you better and with more respect and be honest and transparent, we are your people. I want to make this hopefully something like a vlog where we can do updates and tell you what's going on, not just in the company itself, but in trucking business as well. So I will be talking about this company, and I will be also talking about other topics, and same in this video. In this video later on, I will be talking about dispatchers. So what's going on with the Usora Express? We used to be more active as far as our dispatching side business goes, 3B Logistics, but lately there are not that many authorities, not many brand new authorities that need dispatchers, and there are a lot of dispatchers calling these brand new authorities, and it's just making it harder for everyone else. And I want to talk about that in this video, about dispatchers constantly calling and offering their services, which is getting out of hand. In Usora Express, we thought, Emro and myself, we thought that this would be something more serious and something with better opportunity for us and for owner operators as well. Because if you're leased on to someone, like you would be in this case, if you have a semi truck and you're an owner operator, if you lease on to us, you will have a better chance of getting more loads and better loads, because we have been in business for a while. If you just start your new authority right away, then most likely you will be suffering for at least 6 months, because no one will want to work with you. They will not give you loads. They will want to see inspections. And I see this thing where owner operators just want to age their authority. And I want to talk about that in the next video, because I won't have enough time in this video to talk about that. But an update as far as Usora Express goes, we are talking to a few truck drivers and owner operators at all times, and it's very tough to onboard someone with you, and it takes a while. It's not a procedure like if you are dispatching someone and it takes them like 15-20 minutes to fill out your agreement, send it to your email, and you never see the person that you're dispatching. That's much easier if they have their own authority. If they are leasing on to you, it's gonna be much more complicated. It will take at least a week to do that, because there's a lot of things involved. I can talk about that as well in one of the future videos. But right now we're talking to 3 people. One guy is from Minnesota, and he has 2 trucks, and we are onboarding his 2 trucks. He has drivers, and it took us a week. We had to send him the paperwork. He had to sign it. I had to order signs for his trucks. I had to check his drivers with my insurance. The drivers had to do a drug test. We had to send them the ELDs, and that, like, if you're really lucky and if you're really good at what you're doing, that would take at least a week, at least. And that's what it has been so far. We started last Monday when we spoke first. By the way, very nice guy, very professional. We spoke on Monday, and today is Sunday when I'm recording this. And tomorrow he should be getting everything, and the first driver will be ready tomorrow, and that's because the driver is ready. The other one, we just have to wait for him until he's ready. Then we also have a guy in Texas. He was looking for a flatbed trailer all around. He couldn't find it, and he was looking for a driver, and we checked a few drivers for him, and then this one will actually go with him. So we're expecting him to start next week as well. So that's 3 trucks, and there is a 4th truck. I've been talking to this guy from Pennsylvania. We've been talking for 2 months now, and he bought a truck, and then there was something in transmission. He had to fix it, and the tires were bad. Now he has to register it, and we had to find him a driver. So everything, it took around 2 months for everything to be settled in. And now he is almost ready. And we found a driver. So I spoke to the driver on Friday. He said he was coming to him. The driver is from Oklahoma, and this guy is from Pennsylvania, so the owner of the truck. So the driver was supposed to come there, pick up the truck, come bobtail to Michigan, to Grand Rapids, and rent a trailer from Prime Leasing. That's who we are working with here. And the driver just started like coming up with some things, and then we realized the driver changed his mind. And I just, like, if you're a driver and you change your mind, just tell your prospective employer, hey, this is not gonna work, and like, don't come up with things. Just say the truth, and you found something better, you change your mind. It's okay, it happens. But just tell us, just so we know what's going on. So that 4th truck, we're still waiting for him, and I'll keep you updated on that. As far as dispatchers go, I want to talk about that. Now, I understand that dispatching was not a thing a few years ago as far as the independent agencies go, but right now it is a thing, and we have been doing it as well. But we are based in the United States. We have experience. We know about, I'm not going to say everything about trucking because no one knows everything, but we sure do have the experience. So we can take care of people who sign up with us, who have their own authority. But lately there have been so many dispatchers, independent agencies from outside of United States, and there has been a lot of double brokering and a lot of fraud. I'm not saying it's the dispatchers, I'm saying in general. So whenever someone right now calls you from abroad and tells you they're a dispatcher, and you realize that they have no idea what they're doing, then you suspect fraud. And it's just in human nature. And some brokers were coming up, they were signing up for like a highway and other services that are supposed to prevent fraud. And these services will not work with dispatchers, will not use IP addresses that are outside of the United States. And then also DAT has made it a lot harder to sign up with them if you're a dispatcher, if you don't have your own authority. So all in all, right now, it's very tough to become a dispatcher, especially if you're outside of United States. You have to have a driver, an owner-operator that you're going to dispatch. You have to have a company and here in the United States, and a phone number and a credit number and an address and all of that. And DAT will still vet you. And now they're saying, hey, you can only sign up if the owner-operator that works with you, if they give you a seat on the DAT account. So right now, that's the only way to get it. I am getting tens of phone calls every day on my phone. Now, I understand that I have been teaching dispatching as well, but this is in really, because when we started, everything was free, and I still do. You can see on my channel there are so many videos, and I try to help and answer people, and even if they email me, I try to do as much as I can. And it's not about money, it's about time, because it's hard to, and I get like out of 10 questions, 8 of them are same that I get, and all of them are answered in my videos. So it kind of gets, you get tired if you answer every time these same questions that people keep asking and asking. And then these questions really show me that if you ask me that kind of question, that you're not ready for this. and maybe this is not for you. Not because you wouldn't be able to make it, but because you didn't do a basic research and you don't know anything about trucking, and you're in a different country and you want to dispatch trucks here, and this is a job that has a lot of responsibilities, and you cannot claim something that you maybe you don't know that it is not true, but it's even worse if you know it's true. For example, like you claim you can find loads for like 5,000-6,000 miles a week for a driver. You can have them gross 10 to 14,000 a week. So that's a lie, and you base your pitch, your cold call on a lie, and I ask you like, where are you from? Just to see what you're gonna say, and you say, I'm from Houston, I'm from Dallas, I'm from Delaware, I'm from Wyoming, and we all know that you're not. It really, at the end, it doesn't matter where you're from originally, as long as you're here. Because why am I asking you if you're here? Because there is one thing called liability. If you're here, then we know as trucking carriers that if something goes wrong, we can legally go after each other. Or you're obligated to do your service. I'm obligated to pay you, and then even if you have to pay me, we know that there is a system in place that will allow everyone to be safe as far as the business goes. But if you're overseas and you're not here, and I see that, like, the other day someone called me and they tried to offer me their services, and I actually recorded that. Maybe I'll release it sometime. But this guy kept saying we can make 6,000 miles a week, and I said, hey, can we make 10,000 miles? So he said, yeah, you can make 10,000. And I came up with some kind of equipment that doesn't even exist, and I asked them, hey, can you do tabletop loads? Because like I was looking at the table, I was like, well, what do I can you do tabletop loads? Yeah, we can do tabletop loads. Like, that's not a problem. Like that. And all these phone calls that I'm getting, it's every day. Like I said, I know that I have been teaching dispatching, and I have courses, I have videos, and I tell you like, hey, you can do it. But same way, someone is teaching someone to how to do plumbing, how to install sprinklers in their backyard, how to become a doctor, a runner, something else. Because there's always people that want to do that, and people are teaching them. And same thing, I thought it would be the same thing with dispatching. I'm gonna teach you dispatching because there is only certain people who really want to learn the job and want to do it, and that's fine. Same as like with any other job, because someone else teaches someone to how to do another job, and that's normal. And I'm thinking the same. But then I'm getting people call me and offer me their services that they don't know anything about trucking. Imagine you're I'm not gonna say a doctor, because doctor is obviously much more complicated and much more education, and it's a totally different. You can't compare that to trucking, of course. But let's say you're learning how to be like do something in medicine field. Doesn't have to be a doctor, but something that will affect people's businesses, their lives, their safety, their financials. And you want to learn about that, and then you start calling around these people and offer them your services, but you don't know anything about human body, you don't know anything about the business, and you're just like all you care is about how many people you're gonna get to sign up with you, and then somehow down the road you will help them. Somehow you'll find a way to, like in our example, to find them a load, something that, and you have nothing to lose. Like if they do a load, you take percentage. If they don't do a load, you didn't lose anything. You wasted some time looking for loads, but they didn't take anything, so you didn't have to invest anything. So if you are like that and you want to be a dispatcher, this is not for you. And please stop calling around people, because you're making it bad for everyone else. All right. And like I said, we are really trying to focus more on the authority now, because we want owner operators to come to us, and we want to meet them and sign them up, and we want to work together with them where we have exclusive services, because if they're leased on to us, we are exclusively working with each other. If you're a dispatcher, it's a different story. An owner operator can work with anyone that they want. So if this is something that you think this is like affiliate marketing, or you're selling something on the side, you're making an online store, no, that's not it. In trucking, as like with most other businesses that are regulated by the government and require knowledge about safety, about procedures, about billing, about hours of service on the road, then please don't do this. This is not for you, especially if you're not from here. You don't know, you're not familiar with the mentality of the people in the United States. You're not familiar with the business, the way the business works. I know where I'm originally from, the way they do business over there is not even close. Like here in Michigan, I can start a company in 5 minutes. I go online, pay $50, and I have a company. Where I come from, you need 3 months of going around, knocking on doors, this much paperwork, and maybe even bribes. So it's different. It's different in all parts of the world. So if you're someplace else, and most likely you don't know anything about the customs and the way the business is done here in the United States, maybe it's not for you. All right. So I'm sad to say that, but judging on like the experience, the other people, I talk to many owner operators, to trucking carriers, to drivers, to other dispatchers, to brokers, and the amount of the phone calls that we are getting, these calls, like I've been teaching cold calling too, but what I'm getting, it's like same thing. Every time I hear the voice on the other side of the line, it's the same thing, the same pitch, same promises. If you ask them things, they don't know anything about trucking, about the equipment, about the way the business is done, about driving. It's the same thing. Very well, how do I say? No knowledge about the industry. Imagine selling something that you have no knowledge about, you have no experience, you have never done it in your life, and you're trying to get someone to sign up with you. You're giving others bad name, you're giving yourself bad name. Please do something else. All right. So this is the first one that I've done. Let me know if you want to see more, and then I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching.